All right, there's an ongoing national shortage for drugs used to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and now one manufacturer is suing the federal government. The lawsuit claims the DEA is keeping the company from making many of the drugs. 6 News' Joe Harris looked into it and talked to the drug manufacturer's legal team.
A New York-based law firm representing Ascent Pharmaceuticals, Inc. says the Drug Enforcement Administration is keeping its client from manufacturing generic prescriptions to treat ADHD.
At the very time that there is a federal government-recognized scarcity of ADHD medications, the government has elected to effectively shut down the company that was making 20% of the generic forms.
Walden says the DEA's basis for the move is over alleged record-keeping violations by Ascent, assertions Walden says are wrong. Hanging in the balance was Ascent's application for a production quota.
They were supposed to decide Ascent's quota for manufacturing in July of 22. Over the course of the last year and a half, DEA has been conducting this audit of Ascent's record keeping, and Ascent has cooperated. It's provided all the documents when DEA expressed some concerns about documents.
He says over that year and a half, Ascent has been falling back on its stockpile of raw materials for making ADHD drugs, but it has since run out. And he says the DEA finally denied Ascent's quota application only after the company asked a judge to speed up the agency's decision on it in late September.
We had been strung along believing that we were going to get approved any day. And after we filed the lawsuit, DEA filed its final denial 2 days after the lawsuit.
So he's filed an emergency motion to restore Ascent's ADHD drug manufacturing. This comes during a time when prescriptions used to treat ADHD have been in short supply, which local pharmacies have been feeling. It started with Adderall, then expanded to other medications like Focalin, Ritalin, Concerta, and Vyvanse.
Many patients switch to alternatives, which has now caused us to see intermittent availability with other ADHD medications.
Because of that, Walden says it's a bad time for the government to put a muzzle on Ascent Pharmaceuticals' manufacturing efforts.
It used to make roughly 47 million pills that were used for ADHD treatments, and by August of this year, it was only producing about 100,000 of them, and now it's producing none.
6 News reached out to the DEA for comment, but has not heard back. The agency has said pharmaceutical companies have more than enough raw ingredients to make ADHD drugs. On your side, Joe Harris, 6 News.
Walden says he wouldn't be surprised if the Court of Appeals makes a decision on Ascent's lawsuit in the following weeks.